Alright, so we got a geometry video to do here. This is from section 12.1. 12.1's got lots of information in it. The time that we're going to devote in class is going to be more about drawing three-dimensional objects, drawing the three-dimensional model, and drawing their views. That's a little bit more hands-on. Kind of have to be in class for that. A lot of questions usually how to do that. So we're going to go over a lot of things tonight that that you just could take notes on, and as you watch the watch the websites and get the information, it's pretty straightforward. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to have you do here is I want you to go to your Skyward Message Center, and the first link that I've put under there for tonight's homework has something to do with www.schmoop.com, basic geometry, 3D prisms, cylinders, cones, spheres. That one, I'd like you to go to that web page, and I want you to take notes from just that first page. It has all the general three-dimensional objects, things like that. So go through that. If you want to just jot all that down or copy right into your notes, and then come back here when you're done. Push pause now. Alright, now that you're back, here are a couple additional terms that weren't on that web page that I think you need. Alright, so jot down these three terms at the top of the page here. Okay, if you need to push pause at any point so that you can stop the video and look at things, go ahead and do that. As I scroll down the page now, there'll be 5 questions here. I'd like you to, again, push pause and answer these questions now. And then we'll talk about this in class tomorrow if you have any questions about any of these 5 things. Ooh, my mistake. Sorry, here we are. Still here. Again, take as much time as you need with this. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll talk about the answers to these 5 questions if you didn't know what to put down. All right, next part of our discussion tonight, I'm going to send you to another website, and this one is going to be about something called regular polyhedra. All right, there are 5 shapes that are called regular polyhedra. So now you're going to go back to Skyward again, and now you're going to click on the one that says the platonic solids, www.mathisfun.com/platonic solids. Again, look at that web page, take the notes you need to take from that, gather in as much information as you need to, and then come back to this video again when you're done. So as soon as you're ready with that, push pause there. Alright, welcome back. Okay, so we've got a lot of information. You've probably taken a lot of notes so far. Our third thing I'm going to explain tonight, it's called Euler's theorem. I know it looks like Euler or something like that, or Euler. It's actually pronounced Euler. It's a German mathematician. Euler's theorem. His theorem is relating the number of vertices, edges, and faces of any three-dimensional object, of any polyhedra. Alright, and so the theorem he came up with is if you take the number of faces and vertices and edges and you apply them to this formula, this is the answer you're always going to get. Alright, and that formula is the number of faces plus the number of vertices minus the number of edges is always going to equal 2. The number 2. So here it is again for you. I don't really know why this is an important formula. If you ever have a job in your life where this formula comes in handy, come back and let me know. I would love to hear that. Here's an example though. Hey, so let's say I've got a rectangular prism. Okay, you could even call it a cube if you think all of those are congruent. Alright, I'm going to do some color coding here. I'm going to show you how this formula works, or show you that it does work. Alright, so I'll use some colors here. I'll start with blue for my vertices. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. Alright, hopefully you can see all those. I'll go red for my edges, and I'm just going to trace all the edges there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 of those. Alright, and then I'm going to go green for my faces, and you should know by this point that there are 6 faces on my rectangular solid. It's kind of hard for me to show you all those different faces there, but hopefully you get the idea. I got the bottom one there as well. I don't know what happened there with my marker, sorry. So if I put all that together, 6 plus 8 is 14, and 14 minus 12 is indeed 2. And this will work with every single polyhedron. Alright, that's Euler's theorem. Again, I don't know how useful that is, but there you go. Hey, last thing I'm going to have you do tonight. I'm going to send you to one more link. Alright, so go back to your Skyward Message Center again, and this time the link is talking about cross sections. So it's a big old long web address, but it's cross sections of solid shapes, blah blah blah. Alright, you're going to go there. Okay, there's 3 things you're going to do on that site. Okay, they're the first 3 little modules you'll see on that web page. Number 1, you'll watch a little 3-minute video of someone talking to you about cross sections. They do as good a job as I could do, so rather than have me redo it, you do that. Then you're going to skim through the little online book in the second little module on that page. Take down any notes you want to take down about cross sections. Maybe you'll write down a lot, maybe you'll write down a little. It's completely up to you what you think you should do there. And then lastly, right below that, little module number 3, it's a whole bunch of practice problems on cross sections. Do as many as you want. You can do 5, you can do all of them, you can do 10, whatever you think you need practice-wise for doing cross sections. Some people really understand it really well. Other people, it takes a while before it clicks, and it's really hard because it has to be, it's very visual, and you don't have the object right in front of you. Do not go past that 3rd module. So the video on the top of the page, and then the little online textbook, and then the practice problems. I think the 4th section is something to do with like finding the cross section of a cube, and it looks like it's made out of cake or something like that. You don't have to do that or anything past that point. Okay, so when you've done listening to me here ramble on, push pause, go do that. Alright, so you've done everything you had to do tonight. Hopefully this made sense. Here's your homework assignment out of the book. It's page 798, 3 through 31 odd. Do whatever you need. If you have any questions, see me tomorrow. See you then.